On June 21st of this year at 3:43 a.m., University of Texas police officers were dispatched to San Jacinto Residence Hall dormitory regarding a report of a sexual assault. On arrival, officers found a female student hiding under a lobby desk. She relayed the following to officers. Earlier that same night, the victim went to 6th Street with girlfriends and ran into Montrel, Meander, whom she has known for the past year. Later that evening, she returned with Meander to his dorm room and subsequently had a consensual, intimate encounter. Later in the evening, she returned with Meander to his dorm. I talked about that. At some point, there's a knock on the door during this consensual encounter. Meander opened the door and allowed Kendall Sanders to enter the room. Meander then reportedly went to the bathroom, at which time Sanders is reported to have forced himself upon the victim against her will. A short time later, Meander then returns from the bathroom and reportedly re-engages in sexual activity with the victim. The victim reports that she makes it clear that she no longer consents to any sexual activity with Meander, although she originally did so. He is reported to have not heeded her demand. This case is clearly similar to a national problem and concern related to sexual assaults on campus. Some national surveys suggest as many as 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted during their college years. This case follows that pattern. It does not involve strangers, but rather students who knew each other and who earlier in the evening met on 6th Street. This case involves the issue of initial consent for one person, but not the other, and then the original consent being withdrawn. The end result of our criminal investigation, which is completely independent of any actions the university may choose to take, resulted in the following criminal charges. For Kendall Sanders, sexual assault of the second-degree felony with a $75,000 bond, and also a second charge of improper photography, a state jail felony with a $20,000 bond. For Montrel Meander, a charge of sexual assault, second-degree felony, also a $75,000 bond. The role of the university police related to this concerning issue is threefold. It's important to note this. First and foremost is to quickly respond to victims and prevent them from enduring any further harm, and ensuring that they are connected to a solid support system. And that in fact happened on that night. Second is to strive to make and keep the campus community safe through a variety of public and private partnerships to include other segments of the university. And thirdly is to, within the bounds of the law and Constitution, collect all potential evidence and information that would help a jury determine guilt or innocence of the accused. While I'm deeply saddened that this student member of our university community suffered a traumatic experience, I am grateful that she chose to reach out to us, as it is apparent so many victims do not.